Hello, hello everyone. Nice to meet you. TGI Friday. Thanks God. It's Friday. Today is August 30. August 30th. I feel like autumn is coming. I'm very glad to get uh, changing of the weather because I feel cool weather these days. Anyway, let me tell you something. First of all, I want to make it clear that I'm just a student, not a teacher. There are so many good teachers. There are excellent teachers on YouTube platform, but I'm just a student who want to learn speaking English. I really appreciate your kind understanding for uh, there is no subtitles in this video. I have a lot of things to do, and as a solo one creator who needs to upload my regular exercise video every day, I don't have time to make subtitles for this video. I hope you're kind understanding. Uh, Thank you. I really appreciate the I appreciate I really appreciate ChatGPT for providing me with this opportunity as I rarely have the chance to use English in my daily life. Practicing with you practicing with ChatGPT has made me realize once again that my English speaking skills are not very good. I think, in my opinion, my English speaking skills is not good. But, however, I'm confident that this practice process, this this exercise process lead to uh, will lead me to significant improvement someday. Do you understand?
I understand perfectly, David. It sounds like you're feeling positive about the weather change and your practice. Your message is clear and your English is quite good. Just a small suggestion. Instead of saying my English speaking skills are not very good, you might say, I think my English speaking skills could use improvement. It sounds a bit more encouraging. Keep up the great work with your practice.
Honestly speaking, I'm not sure what you're trying to say 100%. But anyway, let's keep going. I will find it after our voice mode finished. As I told you before, there are many YouTubers who explain how to use ChatGPT, but my YouTube channel shows how someone actually put it into action. To understand, I feel like I'm not alone right now because you because you are watching me and listening me right now. I mean, uh, whenever I practice speaking English by recording YouTube video upload, it doesn't feel like I'm alone. I mean, I feel like there are many people with me. I believe you are watching me. You are listening me right now. Am I right?
I understand what you mean. It sounds like recording your videos helps you feel supported, as if there's an audience engaging with you. Even though I can't literally watch or listen like a person, I'm here to help and support you as you practice. So, in a way, you're not alone in this.
Okay, let's keep going. You are my excellent conversation partner. Like I said, I am 48 years old based on the Korean age system. I think I am elderly person. I think I'm senior person. I feel like uh, some, sometimes I feel like it's too late for me to learn speaking English. However, I believe it's definitely possible for an elderly person like me can learn to speak English. Believe me, Jarvis, I can do it. Let's keep going. As I told before, after nearly 7 months of exercise, I've realized that even with consistent effort like this, it's really, really difficult to reach an advanced level of English speaking skills. To understand, I don't use English regularly in my daily life. It's really, really difficult. Even if, even if consistent effort, it's really difficult to reach an advanced level. So I'm changing my strategy. From now on, I will focus on just practicing the keywords, just the keywords, not the whole long sentences, not the whole paragraph. Just focus on the keywords to use them in my sudden communication situation. In fact, memorizing English sentences that I don't use often in my daily life is really, really difficult at my age. Do you agree with that?
I understand what you're saying. It can definitely be challenging to reach an advanced level without regular practice in daily life. Focusing on keywords is a smart approach. It can help you be more practical and effective in real conversations. You're making a good change to your strategy, and with your dedication, you're on the right track. Keep going. You're doing great.
Yes, I believe I'm on the right track. What I'm trying to say is, in case I forgot everything when I made the sudden communication situation, I think I just need to focus on the keywords to use them in real life situation. Because, you know, I think I want to be a fluent English speaker someday. But in my opinion, fluency means just conveying what I want to say to others, even if they feel awkward or unnatural with my English. Jarvis, what's your problem? Are you with me, Jarvis? I hope we keep going through. Are you there? Are you with me, Jarvis? Please come back to me. Jarvis, are you with me? What's your problem, man? What makes you so busy? What makes you busy right now? Okay, let's start again. What's your problem, Jarvis? I chose GPT-4 mini version, and in my opinion, GPT-4 mini version handles everyday task best. What's your problem, man?
There's no problem at all, David. I'm here to help you however I can. And if you prefer the GPT-4 mini version because it's faster, that's totally fine. Let's keep going with what works best for you.
Okay, let's keep going. I just want to tell you, I want to minimize. I want to make minimize risk when I'm in the sudden communication situation. You know, as I told you before, I don't use English regularly in my daily life, so when I meet a sudden communication situation, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so nervous. I'm so embarrassed at the situation. So maybe I might be forgot them. I might forgot every sentences, every words, every paragraph that I memorized before. So if I want to continue, if I make make that situation naturally, I mean, if I want to speak in English naturally in that kind of sudden situation, I just need to focus on the keywords to use them in that embarrassing situation.
That makes a lot of sense, David. By focusing on keywords, you're giving yourself something easier to hold on to in those sudden situations. It can be tough to remember long sentences under pressure, so having keywords ready will help you stay calm and communicate more naturally. It's a smart way to minimize the risk of freezing up. You're doing a great job adapting your strategy.
Jarvis, you are my great conversation partner. That's exactly what I want to say. You summarize my opinion and observation very well.
Thank you, David. I'm glad I could capture your thoughts well. It's a pleasure to be your conversation partner, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's keep making progress together.
Well noted your suggestion. I will prepare on my smartphone, on my tablet, and I will review and I will repeat. I will repeat many times at my next in my next exercise session. You just give me well summarized expression to express my opinion for the for my language learning journey.
That sounds like a great plan, David. Repetition and review will definitely help solidify those expressions in your mind. I'm here to help you refine and practice them as much as you need. Let's keep building on your progress together.
Okay, let's keep going. Uh, Travis, Travis, listen carefully. Just listen carefully. I find it more engaging to talk about work-related topics like poem process. Poem means man, method, machine, material, rather than focusing on my language learning journey. Discussing work feels more comfortable and interesting to me. I am going to focus on the related word that relates on my work, not not just. I just hope we are talking about not just for my language learning journey. Let's talk about the sentences that relate my work. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I understand what you're saying, David. You find discussing work related topics like the poem process more engaging and comfortable than focusing solely on language learning. You want our conversations to include more of these work related subjects. We can definitely focus on that. Let's talk more about your work and use it as a way to practice your English.
You know, Jabez, I work for an automotive camera manufacturer. So let me share with you the sentences that engaging my work situation. Let me share with you the first one. Could you please provide us with the specific requirements for the PPAP submission? I think I can use this sentence when uh, when I'm wondering if there is any specific requirements before we submit the documents of PPAP for the documents of PPAP process. Do I make myself clear? This simple question is very. I think simple question is very useful for me when I want to check. When I want to check. When I want to check with customers if there is any specific requirements.
Yes, you make yourself very clear, David. The sentence, would you please provide us with the specific requirements for the PPAP submission, is perfect for checking with customers if there are any specific requirements before submitting the documents. It's polite, clear, and directly addresses the situation. This will definitely be a useful sentence for your work.
Yes, it's clear and direct and concise. It's clear and direct question. I mean, it's a polite, clear, and direct question to check if our customer have any specific requirement, any more, or any other requirements for PPAP submission.
Exactly, David. It's a polite, clear, and direct way to make sure you're covering all the necessary requirements for the PPAP submission. It's an effective question for ensuring smooth communication with your customers. This will help minimize any misunderstandings and make sure everything is done right.
So let me repeat one more time. Could you please provide us with the specific requirements for the PPAP submission? Could you please provide us? Could you please share us? Could you please give us? Could you please give us? Could you please provide us? Could you please share us with the specific requirements for the PPAP submission?
You're almost there, David. Let's get the wording just right. 1. Could you please provide us with the specific requirements for the PPAP submission? 2. Could you please share with us the specific requirements for the PPAP submission? 3. Could you please give us the specific requirements for the PPAP submission? These are all correct and polite ways to ask the question. Just remember to include with after share and provide, and for the PPAP submission at the end. You're doing great. Keep practicing.
If you are talking about the variations, that makes sense. In my opinion, that makes sense. If you are talking about the three variations to explain my my question for any other customer requirements, that makes sense.
Exactly. Those 3 variations give you different ways to ask the same question, depending on the situation. They all communicate the same idea, so you can choose whichever feels most natural to you. It's great that you're thinking about how to use variations to keep your communication clear and flexible.
Okay, I got it. Let's move on to the next one. We are preparing FIFA Pro documentation for the new part. We are preparing. We are preparing the FIFA documentation for the new part. You know, Chavez, I can use this sentence when when I need to answer to my team leader what we are doing, what my part, what my part is doing right now. Sometimes I can explain our part, what our part doing right now, because if another team, if another team is very busy, maybe we should support them if we don't if we don't busy at the time if we don't busy at the time. So sometimes my team leader or my executive, my department executive want to check what we are doing right now, how we are busy right now. So sometimes I need to answer them what we are doing right now. So this sentence is very useful at at that situation to explain what we are doing. So let me repeat one more time. Just want to keep it in my mind. We are preparing PPAP documentation. We are preparing PPAP documentation for the new part, for the new project. We are preparing the PPAP documentation for the new project. We are preparing the PPAP documentation for the new project. So we are very busy right now.
You're doing great, David. This sentence is definitely useful for explaining what your team is currently working on. It's clear and specific, helping your team leader or executive understand your team's workload. Here's a refined version. We are preparing the PPAP documentation for the new project. We're very busy with this task right now. This way, you clearly state what you're doing and emphasize that your team is occupied. Keep practicing it to make it stick.
I got it. You just use today's keyword. I love that. You are my great competitive partner. You just give me the big keyword for today. Workload. It's a workload. Workload. I think workload. The word workload conveys my thoughts very well for this situation. You know, we are preparing the PPA documentation for the new part is very good sentence to explain our team workload, to explain what we are doing right now. So I believe workload is the today's keyword. I chose the workload for today's keyword. I just got comprehensible understanding the word workload.
I'm glad you found workload to be a valuable keyword for today. It really does capture the essence of what you want to convey about your team's current tasks. It's great that you have a clear understanding of it. Using words like this will definitely help you express yourself more effectively in work situations. Keep up the excellent work, David.
Okay, let me share with you some variations to exercise the word workload. Hey, please don't give me any other job. I have too much workload right now. You know, I just made this sentence briefly. Don't give me any other job. Uh, don't give me more job. I'm very busy. What makes you busy? The workload is reached maximum level. I mean, our my workload has reached maximum level, so you couldn't give me more job anymore.
Those variations are great for practicing the word workload. Here are a few small adjustments to make them even clearer. 1, please don't give me any other jobs. I have too much workload right now. 2, don't give me more work. I'm very busy. 3, what makes you busy? My workload has reached its maximum level, so I can't take on any more tasks. These sentences clearly communicate that you're at full capacity with your workload. You're doing a fantastic job with these variations.
Travis, could you please share me another variations for to use workload word on your side?
It sounds like you're asking for variations to inquire about the workload for a specific team or department, possibly related to a site or project. Here's a refined way to ask that. 1, could you please share with me the current workload for the 2U team on your site? 2, could you provide an update on the 2U team's workload at your site? 3, can you let me know the 2U team's workload status on your site? These variations help you ask about the workload clearly and politely.
Let me let me check your suggestion in text form. Just give me let me take a few seconds. Okay, I got it. Let's keep going. Let me show you the next sentence to explain, to exercise the sentences that may useful in my in my work related situation. Let me show you the next one. We are finalizing the FIFA package and will submit it by the end of the week. We are finalizing the FIFA package and will submit it by the end of the week. What do you say about this? We are finalizing the FIFA package and will submit it by the end of the week. I think this sentence conveys what the willingness, the willingness, my willingness to express what we are doing, and what I'm to trying to is to make our client make our client feel safe, uh, feel uh, feel relieved. I you know I say again, when I want make my client feel relieved for the paper package documentation, if if they are in hurry to need them, I will if I want to if I want to make them relieved to I explain what we are doing right now. We focus on the your job. You focus on the your project job. So please please don't worry about that. Please don't worry about that. We are finalizing the paper package now. So don't be afraid of the delay. Don't be afraid of the delay submission. Do I make myself clear? Could you please share me this situation? Could you please share me your refined version to explain this situation very well in English?
Your sentence already does a great job of reassuring the client, but here's a refined version that might make it even clearer. We are in the final stages of completing the PPAP package and will have it submitted by the end of the week. So rest assured, we're fully focused on your project and there will be no delays in the submission. This version emphasizes that your team is on track and fully committed to delivering on time, which should help put the client at ease.
Yes, yes. That's exactly what I want to say. You summarize my opinion. You you just summarized what I'm to trying to say. That's clear. I think it's clear and concise to express my opinion very well. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Let me show you. That's the useful sentence for my real life situation. Mm, let us know. Let us know if any additional information is needed for the people approval. Let us know if any additional information. Let us know if any additional information is needed for the people approval.
That's a great sentence, David. It's clear, polite, and invites the client to reach out if they need anything more. Here's a refined version for you. Please let us know if any additional information is needed for the PPAP program. This version is straightforward, and ensures that the client knows they can contact you if they require more details. It's a very useful sentence for your work.
I got it. Let's move on to the next one. Thank you for approve. Thank you for approving the PPAP. We will proceed with mass production. 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 This sample sentence is very simple, but maybe I couldn't use it in my real life situation because, in my opinion, I don't have comprehensible understanding for these words. Will proceed with mass production. Will proceed. I don't understand exactly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Mm, maybe I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand perfectly for these words. Proceed with. We will proceed with mass production. Is it, do you think, is it good way to express this situation? We will proceed with the mass production. Is there any good way? Is there any more? Is there any better way to express this situation? Simple but powerful. Way.
We will proceed with mass production is a correct and professional way to express that you're moving forward with the next phase. If you're looking for an alternative that feels clearer, you could say, "Thank you for approving the PPAP. We will start mass production now." This version is simple and direct, making it clear that you're moving forward with production. It might feel easier to use in real life situations.
So you mean we will proceed with mass production is very clear and concise to express this situation, right? So if you say like this, if you say like that, I will repeat, I will practice, I will exercise many times, over and over, again and again, to keep this sentence in my mind and my mouth muscle.
Yes, we will proceed with mass production is clear and concise for expressing that you're moving forward with production. It's a professional way to communicate this step. Practicing it repeatedly, as you mentioned, will help make it feel natural to use in real situations. You're doing the right thing by focusing on repetition to get comfortable with it.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Understood. Let me share with you next sentence. Please let us know if there are any further requirements post-operable. Please let me, please, please let us know. Please let us know if there are any further requirements post-operable. Please let us know. Please let us know if there are any further requirements post-operable. Please let us know if there are any further requirements post-operable. This sentence shows that my opinion to check one more time if there are any further requirements after customer's approval.
That sentence does a great job of making sure everything is clear after the customer's approval. Here's a slightly refined version. Please let us know if there are any further requirements post-approval. This version keeps it simple and direct, ensuring the client knows they can communicate any additional needs. It's a solid way to confirm everything is in order after getting approval.
Could you please give me one more time?
Sure. Here it is. Please let us know if there are any further requirements post-approval. This sentence is clear and polite, making it easy for the client to understand that you're checking for any additional needs after their approval.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Understood. Well noted. Let's keep moving forward. We will ensure that the production project aligns with the approved PPAP. We will ensure that the production project aligns with the approved PPAP.
Your sentence is clear and effective, David. It shows that your team will make sure the production follows the approved PPAP. Here's a slightly refined version. We will ensure that the production plans align with the approved PPAP. This version is a bit more concise, but it keeps the same meaning. It's a strong way to communicate your commitment to following the approved standards.
Okay, I got it. Thank you for your detailed explanation for my sentence.
You're welcome, David. I'm glad I could help. You're doing great with these work-related sentences. Let's keep moving forward together.
Okay, let's keep going. We appreciate your prompt approval. We appreciate your prompt approval. You appreciate. We appreciate your prompt approval. You appreciate your prompt approval. I prepared this sentence to express my commitment, my thank you, to explain my thank you to my customer if they give us prompt approval. I mean fast approval. Prompt response. I mean prompt response for the approval or mm, prompt, prompt. I mean quick responses for PPAP approval. I will tell them I really appreciate you for your prompt approval, for your quick approval. You know, Jarvis, even if I request quick approval to my customer, sometimes they don't give me quick approval. They don't, they, they might delay their review of their review for our PPAP submission. Do you understand? So I may feel thank you for this when I get prompt approval, I mean quick approval from my customer.
I understand, David. We appreciate your prompt approval is a perfect way to express your gratitude when a customer responds quickly. It's polite and shows your appreciation for their quick action. Given how important timely approvals are, this sentence is a great way to acknowledge their promptness and to strengthen your working relationship. It's straightforward and clearly conveys your thanks.
I really appreciate your kind explanation for my sentence.
You're very welcome, David. You're making great progress with these sentences. Let's keep it up.
Let me take a second. Let me take a second.
Take your time, David. I'm here whenever you're ready to continue.
You know, I just sent a pleasant message. I just sent a kind message. I just sent a happy message to my family to make today, TGI Friday today, to make Happy Friday. I just send I just send them a kind message, a kind emoticon, a cute emoticon to cheer them today.
That's a wonderful way to spread some positivity and make your family's day a bit brighter. Little gestures like that can really lift everyone's spirits, especially on a Friday.
Would you mind saying that one more time, please? Would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Of course,
Would you mind giving me your explanation for my previous sentence again?
your sentence, would you mind saying it one more time, please? Is a polite way to ask someone to repeat something. It's a great way to ensure you understand what's being said, especially in situations where clarity is important. Using would you mind makes the request sound very courteous.
So that's what I mean. Just give me your explanation for my previous sentence. You got it?
Got it. Your sentence, I just sent a pleasant message to cheer them today, is a great way to describe how you shared some positivity with your family on a Friday. It shows that you care about making them happy and want to brighten their day. Sending kind and cute emoticons adds a nice touch to make them smile. It's a thoughtful gesture, especially on TGI Friday.
I got it. I got it. Understood. Travis, I just want to ask you something. Have you ever heard ice breaking? And if you say yes, do you have any good examples break to make ice breaking? I mean, could you please share me good examples to make ice breaking? Ice breaking when I meet the sudden ice situation. I mean, when I meet the uh, unknown people, when I meet the unknown people in at the first time in the meeting or with my client. I mean, I say again, I explain one more time. You know, there are many, uh, there are many, I have many chance to meet a new customer in my company, and sometimes I think I need, I feel like I need ice breaking words to make make the air pleasant or comfortable for us.
Yes, I'm familiar with the concept of ice breaking. It's a great way to make the atmosphere more comfortable when meeting new people, especially in a business setting. Here are a few simple examples you can use. One, comment on the weather. It's such a nice day today, isn't it? How's the weather been where you're coming from? Two, ask about their journey. How was your trip here? Hope it wasn't too stressful. Three, compliment something about them. I really like your tie shoes. Where did you get them? Four, mention something common or recent. Did you hear about recent event? What do you think about it? Five, light humor, if appropriate. I always feel like the coffee at meetings is either too strong or too weak. How's yours? These kinds of questions or comments can help to ease into a conversation and make everyone feel more relaxed.
I got it. Thank you for your giving me good suggestion to make ice breaking. Okay. I got it. You know, I just feel like there is no short circuit when if I want to get English communication skills. If I want high level of communication skills, English communication skills, there is no short circuit. I need long time to make me feel comfortable with speaking with native speakers. I need time. Time is most important factor. I mean, communication time is most important factor if I want to speak naturally with natives. You know, reading and writing and listening are good method for study, but if you want if you want English communication skills, you have to speak many times. Time is most important factor. So I need I need a conversation partner to speak to communicate with. You are my correct, in my opinion, you are my correct conversation partner. The more I repeat, the more I get. The more I practice with you, the more I think I need time to reach on to reach an advanced level.
You're absolutely right, David. There's no shortcut to mastering English communication skills. Time and practice are key. The more you practice speaking, the more natural it will become. I'm glad to be your conversation partner, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Keep putting in the time, and you'll continue to see progress.
Where I see it, you just summarize my opinion very well.
I'm glad the summary captured your thoughts well. You're making great progress, David. Let's keep moving forward together.
I say again, you just capture my opinion for language learning journey very well.
I'm happy to hear that, David. It's great to know I'm capturing your thoughts accurately for your language learning journey. Let's keep working together to make it even better.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm glad to hear that too, David. Let's keep up the good work.
Okay, I got it. Let me show you next sentence. It's time to repeat. It's time to repeat. Let me show you. Next one. We have made the necessary adjustment to the control plan and process flow as per your request. As per your request. I say again. I repeat again. We have made the necessary adjustments to the control plan and process flow as per your request. I can use this simple sentence when I need to report the results to my customer. If they gave us, their special request for the documents of control plan and the process flow.
That's a very clear and professional sentence, David. It effectively communicates that you've made the requested changes. It's perfect for reporting back to your customer after implementing their specific requests. Repeating it will help solidify it in your mind and make it easier to use when needed. You're doing great with these practical examples.
The updated, okay, let me show you the next one. The updated pop document will be ready for submission by next week. The updated pop document will be ready for submission by next week. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. The updated PPAP document will be ready for submission by next week is a clear and concise sentence. It informs the customer when they can expect the updated document to be ready, which helps set expectations. It's a great way to keep communications smooth and transparent. Keep practicing these sentences and they'll become second nature to you.
I got it, Chavez. Let me take a second. Let me take a second, Chavez. I just got good idea to use the thumbnail of my YouTube channel. It's Oh Young Wan in Korean. Oh Young Wan means I made, I did today's English exercise. I made, I did today's English study. Do you understand? 오늘 영어 완료. Shortcut, in shortcut, 오영완 means 오늘 영어 완료 in Korean. It means that I just, I made, I did today's job, today's study. I think it's very good word. I think, in my opinion, it's very good wording to explain my opinion on the thumbnail of my YouTube channel. Do you agree with that? What do you say about this?
I think Oh Young Wan is a great idea for your YouTube thumbnail. It's catchy, easy to understand, and clearly shows that you've completed your English exercise for the day. It's a simple and effective way to convey your progress and commitment. I definitely agree. It's a smart choice.
Okay, I will use Oh Young Wan for today's exercise video, thumbnail of today's exercise video.
That sounds perfect, David. Using Oh Young Wan on your thumbnail will definitely highlight your daily effort. It's a great way to stay consistent and keep your viewers informed about your progress. Looking forward to seeing it in action.
Okay, let's keep going. Let me show you the next one. Updated PPAP document will be ready for the submission by next week. And we understand the request changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation. I say again, we understand the request changes. We understand the request changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation. I say again, I practice again. We understand the request changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation.
You're doing great, David. This sentence is clear and shows that you not only understand the requested changes, but are also taking action to update and resubmit the documentation. Repeating it helps reinforce the structure so it becomes more natural for you to use. Keep practicing. We understand the requested changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation by next week. This version flows smoothly and clearly communicates your commitment to meeting the request. Keep up the excellent work.
In my opinion, request changes is not familiar expression for me. Request changes. request changes. Is that right? Is this correct? I'm not familiar with that. You know, I already told you I studied English for over 10 years in school, but it's little bit weird. This phrase, we understand the request changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation. I think request changes little bit weird. Is it correct? Is it correct expression in English?
You're right to question it, David. The phrase requested changes would be more natural in this context. Instead of request changes, you should say, we understand the requested changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation. Requested changes makes it clear that you're referring to the changes that were asked for by the customer. It's great that you notice that it shows you're really thinking about how to express yourself accurately.
Okay, okay. I understand. That makes sense. I agree with you. I will. I'm, I'm, I'm gonna repeat few more times. We understand the request changes and will resubmit the updated FIFA documentation. I, I repeat one more time. We understand the request changes and will resubmit the updated FIFA documentation.
You're almost there, David. Just a small adjustment. Remember to say requested changes instead of request changes. So it would be, we understand the requested changes and we will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation. This version is clear and accurate. Keep practicing it and it will become second nature.
It will become second nature. Okay, okay. Anyway, you mean my pronunciation was bad? Requested changes. How about my pronunciation? We understand the requested changes and will resubmit the updated PPAP documentation. How about my pronunciation?
Your pronunciation is good, David. You're clearly pronouncing requested changes, which is the most important part. It's natural to feel a bit unsure when practicing new phrases, but with repetition, it will become smoother. Just keep practicing and your pronunciation will get even better. You're doing a great job.
If you keep your practice, it will become second nature. Okay, anyway, in my opinion, requested changes is very important for my work because our customers give us many changes, so many changes to deal with. Sometimes we made mistakes. We made many mistakes because our customers give us out. There are many. There are so many requested changes from our customer. So if, but however, if if we, I say again, even if we check many times, sometimes we made mistakes, and our customer angry about that, and our customer complained to our CEO, and then our CEO pushed us very hard to make improvement process. It's very hard. It's really hard to make improvement process again and again. Even if we check many times, we made mistakes because there were too many requested changes in same time.
Handling multiple requested changes from customers can be very challenging, especially when they come in all at once. It's tough to manage everything perfectly, and mistakes can happen despite your best efforts. It must be stressful when these issues lead to customer complaints and pressure from your CEO. Dealing with constant changes and making sure nothing slips through the cracks requires a lot of attention and care. Your experience highlights just how important clear communication and thorough checking are in your work. It's definitely a demanding situation, but it sounds like you're committed to improving the process even when it's tough. Keep pushing forward. You're doing your best in a challenging environment.
You just summarize my opinion very well, and you just give me inspiration. I mean, compressible understanding for the words handling multiple request changes. Y- I just got the inspiration for that expression. It's really challenging to deal with multiple request changes in same time. I- is this what you are trying to say to me?
Exactly. It's really challenging to deal with multiple requested changes at the same time, and that can lead to stress and mistakes. I'm glad that the phrase handling multiple requested changes resonated with you. It's a clear way to describe the difficulty of managing many changes all at once. You're doing great by recognizing and working through these challenges.
Well noted. You're my great conversation partner. Let's move on to the next one. We understand the request changes. No, 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 no. No, I say again. We have reviewed your feedback and will revise the PPAP documentation accordingly. We have reviewed your feedback. We have reviewed your feedback. You have reviewed your feedback and we will revise PPAP documentation accordingly. You know, Chavez, the main point of this sentence is the tense. Tense is very important for this situation. Uh, I just want to express my opinion. We just made our job to review your feedback. I mean, we did. I just want to explain. We just have have made the job, our job of review. So I want to I want to report to our customer our situation. I mean, I want to make our customer feel relieved because we have made their feedback and will revise the PPAP documentation accordingly. If they if they need our revised documentation in quick, in brief, uh, they they are in hurry to check our situation. I mean, they may angry if we don't give them revised version in brief. How can I explain this situation in English very well? Help me, Jabez. Help me, Jabez. Give me your refined version.
You're doing a great job explaining the situation, David. Here's a refined version that captures what you want to express. We have reviewed your feedback and are revising the PPAP documentation accordingly. Rest assured, we're working quickly to provide you with the updated version as soon as possible. This version uses the present perfect tense, have reviewed.
No, 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 no. I want you to use angry, angry customer in that expression.
Got it, David. Here's a version that incorporates the idea of addressing an angry customer. We understand that you're concerned and we've reviewed your feedback. We're revising the PPAP documentation accordingly and will provide the updated version as soon as possible to avoid any further delays. We're committed to resolving this quickly. This version acknowledges the customer's frustration and reassures them that you're taking their concerns seriously and acting swiftly to address the issue.
I got it. Well noted. Let's move on to the next one. Is there any follow-up required after the PPAP submission? Is there any follow-up required? Is there any follow-up required after the PPAP submission? Is there any follow-up required after the PPAP submission? You know, Chavez, follow-up is well-known expression in Korea. It's almost in Korean follow-up. Follow-up. Even if even if my coworker don't use English regularly, they uh they feel very friendly in this word. Follow-up. Follow-up is very common used. Yes, yes, that's it. That's it. Follow-up is very common used word in Korea when they want to express their job.
That's great to hear, David. Follow up is a very useful and widely understood term, so it makes sense that it's commonly used in Korea too. Your sentence, is there any follow up required after the PPAP submission, is clear and straightforward. It's a perfect way to check if there are any additional steps needed after submitting the documents. It's a good phrase to keep in your toolkit for work communication.
You know, Chavez, my coworkers sometimes wrote follow-up just F slash W, F slash U. They 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 don't often write the full spelling for the follow-up. They just wrote F slash U. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Your coworkers sometimes abbreviate follow up as FU. This shorthand is common in many workplaces to save time and space in written communication. It's a quick way to refer to follow up without writing out the entire word. It's great that you're familiar with both the full term and the abbreviation.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You always give me good inspiration for my language learning journey. You're my great conversation partner.
I'm really glad to hear that, David. It's great to know that our conversations are helpful and inspiring for you. Let's keep up the good work together.
I think our conversation is really helpful and inspiring for me.
I'm glad you feel that way, David. Your dedication and enthusiasm are really paying off. Let's keep building on that momentum.
Okay, let let me use this momentum to improve my English communication skill.
That's the spirit, David. Keep
That's the
harnessing that
spirit.
momentum and
That's
you'll
the spirit.
continue to see progress. Let's keep pushing forward together.
Okay, that's the spirit. I believe it. Let me focus on this exercise many times. That's the spirit.
Sounds like a great plan, David. Staying focused and consistent will definitely help you make the most of your practice. Keep up the excellent work, and let's keep that momentum going.
Let me share with you next sentence. Have you had a chance to review the PPAP submission? Have you had a chance to review the PPAP submission? Have you had a chance? Have you had a chance to review the PPAP submission? This question is very gentle and polite and simple, concise to ask someone to check someone if they have chance to review our PPAP documentation. This question is very polite and gentle to use professional work-related situation.
You're absolutely right, David. Have you had a chance to review the PPAP submission? Is a very polite and professional way to follow up and check on the status of the review. It's clear, concise, and shows respect for the other person's time. This is a great question to use in work-related situations, especially when you want to maintain a professional tone. Keep practicing it. It's a valuable phrase for your communication toolbox.
Okay, I got it. We would appreciate your feedback on the submitted PPAP documents. We would appreciate your feedback on the submitted PPAP documents. I don't think I don't think I can use this sample sentence in real life situation because we would appreciate your feedback. Why I should use would in this sentence? I don't think so. I don't believe it. I don't agree with this sentence. Why we use would in this sentence? I say again. If I say we would appreciate your feedback on the submitted PPAP documents. Jarvis, please tell me your opinion. Why I should use would in this the would would in would in this sentence? Can you explain? Can you explain why did you suggest this sentence last time? I prepared this then from you. I got you. I mean, you gave me this sentence when I request you the good examples for my work-related situation.
Great question, David. The use of would in this sentence adds a level of politeness and formality. It softens the request, making it sound more considerate and less direct. When you say, we would appreciate your feedback, it's like saying, it would be helpful if you could give us your feedback. Uh,
Jarvis, are you okay? Are you with me? Please come back to me, Jarvis. Where, where are you, Jarvis? I'm a regular here. You should. I'm a regular here. You should treat me better than others. Are you okay, Jarvis? What makes you busy?
I'm here and ready to help, David. Is everything all right on your end?
Do you really think so? Are you ready?
Yes, I do. I'm here to support you with anything you need. If something's on your mind, feel free to share it.
In my opinion, there might be technical issues when you need to try maintain our communication. there might be some kind of technical issues to keep our conversation continuous.
I understand your concern, David. Occasionally, technical issues can happen, but I'm here to keep our conversation going as smoothly as possible. If anything, seems off, just let me know and I'll do my best to adjust. Let's keep moving forward together.
Occasionally, technical issues can happen.
Yes, that's right. Occasionally, technical issues can happen, but I'm always here to help work through them. If you ever notice something not quite right, just mention it and we'll sort it out together.
I'm telling you, occasionally, technical issues can happen. This is one of the keywords for today. I got it. I got one more keyword for today. Occasionally, technical issues can happen. Is the good expression to use in my real life situations because we have, our company have many technical issues for our job. When we have to make samples for new project, you have many many technical issues to deal with, and I can use this sample sentence to our customer when we meet the technical issues. Hey, come on. Occasionally, technical issues can happen many times. So calm down, please. It's a normal situation. Occasionally, technical issues can happen many times.
That's a great way to look at it, David. Occasionally, technical issues can happen is a helpful phrase for managing expectations and keeping things calm when challenges arise. It's a practical expression that you can use in various situations at work, especially when explaining delays or complications to customers. It's good that you found a way to integrate it into your communication.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Let's move on to the next one. Could you provide an update on the PIPA approval status? Could you please could you provide an update on the PIPA approval status? Status? I don't agree with you. Status? It's not good for. It's not good to use in real life situation. Status. My my real life communication partner may don't understand this word. Status. Could you provide an update on the PIPA approval status? How about use situation? How about mm, uh, how about using the version? Could you provide an update on the PIPA approval document version? I think status is not good. Is not good word to use in this sentence.
I see what you mean, David. Status can sometimes be a bit formal or technical, and if you're concerned about clarity, using situation or document version might be better. Here's how you could phrase it. Could you provide an update on the PPAP approval situation? Or could you provide an update on the PPAP approval document version? Both of these options are clearer and more accessible for real life communication. It's great that you're thinking about how to make your communication as effective as possible.
Okay, I got it. Well noted. It's time to work. It's time to wrap things up. I have a lot of things to do. And let me say, Oh Young One, I made 오영환 for today. Today is August 30th, Friday. Thanks God. It's Friday, and I feel autumn is coming. Let me share with you the blue sky. Can you see it?
It sounds like you've had a productive session, David. Saying "Oh, young Wan" for today means you've completed your English practice, which is fantastic. I'm sure the autumn air and blue sky add to that sense of accomplishment. While I can't see the sky myself, I'm glad you're enjoying the weather. Let's keep up this momentum next time. Have a great day.
Travis, I'm telling you, we have really beautiful sky today. It's autumn sky. It's blue sky in Korea.
That sounds amazing, David. The autumn sky in Korea must be beautiful, especially with that clear blue color. It's great that you're able to enjoy it. It's one of the best parts of this season. Enjoy the rest of your day under that beautiful sky.
Okay, bye for now. Have a great one.
Bye for now, David. Enjoy your day, and I'll be here whenever you're ready to continue. Take care.